Tonight, we are so excited. We're getting together again. It's Thursday night with
Mhm.
Elevate to Activate. And, we're trying to really bring some really strong value to the table. Hopefully, the information is informative, it is educational, and it causes you to activate, really
Mm,
just kind of get into your business in a more serious mode. Because business is serious. It really is about it's this time. You've never had a better time to be able to become just, really wealthy. There's more
mhm,
tools, there's less excuses. We all have the power that it's right in our hand. These tools that really make for an extraordinary business life. So tonight we're going to get into a subject matter that is moving at the speed of light. And this subject matter is dealing with artificial intelligence, and we want to look at it. We want to take a really good hard look. We want to give you some information as it relates to tools, what
mhm.
it's good for, best practices in terms of the way we see it, and what it's not good for. What it's doing that might be a little bit problematic, in your journey to become financially strong. You want to make sure that the tools that you're using are actually doing what they need to do. So, with that said, Shanita,
Woo, woo.
and we have Mr. Dream Large Dante out there.
Hey, what's up?
He's
What's
been
up?
doing the 75 hard
And
challenge,
he killing it. The
killing
content
it.
looking too good. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
doing
ready
his
to take that
thing.
hard challenge.
Right. So,
Oh
Shanita,
man.
talk to us
All
about it.
right.
Get us started.
Well, welcome, you guys. Welcome back to Thursday night with Elevate to Activate. I'm so excited to be here tonight, and I hope that you are because tonight's topic is so evergreen. And I don't know if people are talking about it enough. So, you're going to get a lot of value. And we're going to show you a demo today of what AI can do if you use it right and, leverage it in your business or whatever you're doing. So, with that, my name is Shanita. If you haven't seen me before, I'm 130 E2A. I am the encourager. And then we have,
We have Teresa, and I am the leader, and here to help you figure out how to make this whole thing go within your organization.
yeah, and we got Dante.
Dante, the visionaire and storyteller, help you
Let's
transform
go.
your visions into powerful stories.
Yeah, so that we are Elevate to Activate. Thank you for being here. If you're watching from Facebook right now, you can watch the live video. Can they join on Zoom? Is the Zoom link in Facebook?
No, somebody go ahead
Okay.
and pop it in the Facebook because I got both
Okay.
both things going right now. Maybe
So
I
if you're watching from Facebook, you also can watch us live on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and if you get any value from this today, let us know. We can get feedback. So with that, tonight's topic is how to harness AI without losing the human connection.
ooh,
Oof, without losing the human connection. We're
yeah.
going to talk about four topics: is the pros and cons, also how to make AI your ally without stripping away your uniqueness and presence, and then the mindset shift that turns AI from a shortcut into a strategy. And then the last one is some real examples of balancing automation with authenticity.
Yes.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's
do
really
you want
good.
to start out with some pros and cons?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you, the discussion that we had earlier this week, just about AI. This is just a personal experience. From my perspective, we all need to be very careful about how we use AI, because now these days it is literally replacing human connection in all fronts, on all fronts. So, for instance. The first time I noticed that it is effectively being used in business is when I made a phone call and the person, answered as though they were human.
Mm,
And she asked me a lot of questions, and she got all my information and she booked my appointment.
mm.
And I detected, it sounded almost human, but I detected just a very slight something that wasn't quite there. So I
Mm.
said, I said,
The
are you a
discernment, huh?
girl? I said, are you, I asked the woman if she was a human being or if she was AI.
Mm.
And she said very politely, well, My name's Sandy, and actually I am artificial intelligence, and I'm here to help you get through this without having to wait on hold for a human being. But if you'd really rather speak to a human being, I can have someone call you back and they'll talk to you. So
Hmm.
I hope that helps you understand. But really, I can get this done. She was just
Wow.
like that,
They built that one good.
girl.
Wow.
She
Wow.
she sounded very human-like. My
Mm.
my issue and my problem is that a lot of times we will think, we start to take it as though it's real. We have to understand that the difference between AI and a human being is the heart,
Mhm.
is the soul, are the experiences.
Right.
AI is not, it cannot empathize with you. It is only
Yeah.
given a set of tasks that are learning from the inputs that we put in, and then it pours out a response. And
Mm.
it is a well thought out response, but it doesn't have the connection points that a human being has, with all the experiences, with the empathy, with the care, with the concern. It just knows how to spit out the right response. And for me, that's a challenge. I think
Mm.
that's a big difference between the human response, because the humans can empathize and can feel what's happening and then act accordingly. So
Yeah.
what do you guys have to
Mhm.
say? That's my thing with the yeah.
What about you, Dante? I can go after Dante.
Yeah, no, I think AI is a great tool. Um, it's a super brain. It allows you to do things more effectively and faster. But as Teresa's saying, it is something you have to be careful. It's the Wild Wild West right now of AI. It's really anything kind of goes. It's un it's unhinged, so it's a great
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to take advantage of this, but also people are moving fast. I mean,
Hmm.
speed of light. I just came across an ad called Base 44, which also uses AI. Now, everything is really built around ChatGPT, but people are learning ways to prompt it. I actually am in school online for prompt engineering, and just
Ah.
if you I don't know if you guys know, but there's a customized feature in the settings of ChatGPT where you can literally train it on how to speak, how to talk, how
Mm-hmm.
to respond, along with what it already knows, because it's a language learning model tool. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, I'm fascinated by it as far as when it comes to um, using it as a tool to leverage, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
thought patterns, but you also have to be disciplined personally to put in the actual work still to go through it, read it, because a lot of people I'm seeing are just putting in answers or putting in prompts and just taking it
Mm.
and running with it. No, you still got to
Yeah,
Yeah.
put your
yeah, that's a
touch on it.
problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. Allow it to only do, it'll do 70, 80% of the heavy lifting, but add your
Yeah.
20%, add your, percent in it to give it that extra touch that only you can give.
Yeah, so good. And Dante, you know you're the AI king. You be having us with tools like, what is this? You always be giving us tools. But yeah, that brings me to my point. So, like you said, you both said that the pros, you have speed, strategy, you can multiply yourself like times 1,000 so fast. But also,
Yeah.
you have to think about the skill deterioration, right? Because you over dependent on this thing. And when it goes away, if it gets
Woo!
corrupt,
Come
you be
on.
like, oh my God, I don't remember 2 plus 2. And also
Yep.
to remember that the AI tool was created by somebody. So the input is from that creator of that tool. And
Right.
sometimes the information, it can be biased, it can be wrong, it can be a
Oh, for
glitch.
sure.
And you go write your whole book about it using ChatGPT.
Without
So
verifying, with no data
yeah.
verification, and it's one perspective, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all actually touched on the number 2, number 2, which talked about how to make AI your ally without stripping away your uniqueness and presence. And so, like I both said, like AI is a tool to be leveraged, but you have the final say. So
Yeah.
you can use it to outline, say, a project or a webinar, but you go and fill in the spaces.
Right. With your knowledge base, with your
Yeah.
Hmm.
information, with your real life
Yeah.
experience. Because, you just made a really good point, and I'm thinking about it. How many of us today remember or know anyone's phone number?
Right. Absolutely
Okay.
not
We have
really.
completely,
Barely
we
remember
have gotten
mine.
very lazy You know, if you
Yes.
ask me my childhood phone number, I'm going to tell you my childhood phone number. I can tell you
Okay.
grandmama's phone number, everybody's phone number. But how
Right.
many of us it makes us lazy a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
we have to guard against that and actually put forth the effort and the energy, or everybody's going to get a fake result. It's like,
Mm.
when you look at look, let me show y'all something.
I got an example too.
Look at my pretty flowers. These flowers is so fake. What I'm
Right.
saying is, we cannot get bamboozled by, I mean, I don't want to be the person turning stuff upside down online, but I mean, they're
Turn
pretty.
upside down, Therese. Turn upside down. Yeah.
Look, they
That made me think about something with AI, right? If you allowing it to degrade your skill, think about, and I know this example is kind of far, but think about people, how everyone almost looks the same these days, right? They all get the same surgery, they get the same outfits, the same
same
look,
hairdos,
the same hair, they all
same
look the
makeup.
same. And you missing the authentic you in there, because now everyone has the lip fillers and everything has the hip edition. It made me think about that. And that's how AI is almost.
Right,
So if
without
you,
doing any of the
yeah,
work, without doing any,
without any of it. Oh my God. I don't know why that thought came in, but that's the same thing.
right. So we're going to an artificial world, right?
Hmm.
Going less and less in terms of dealing with people in a direct manner. Now people have friends only online. There's a lot of people
Oh,
that don't have real life connections, and people tend to want to believe the things that they say online. The more we bring in artificial intelligence, the more we're going to have to challenge and figure out, is this real or is this something
hmm.
else? And to Dante's point, it is the wild, wild west. So people can put stuff out there that's just entirely incorrect.
Yeah.
And the world is believing it. The world is taking it as though it's truth. So it's going to take a level of discernment and a level of thought. You're going to have to pay attention, because you could be getting absolutely incorrect information because you're
Mhm.
Yeah,
listening to something that is artificially created. So.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, but what's some of the tools you guys like? I know we talked about Chat GPT.
Mhm.
Anything else that you really like? Elon Musk has one out right now.
Yeah.
I
His
didn't.
his is the most biased one I think that exists right now.
What tool is that? What is his?
Yeah, go ahead,
I
pull it
forgot what
up.
it's called,
Okay.
but yeah, let's see. Let's
Go ahead
go
and
look it
pull it
up.
up.
And
Another one I
thank you
could think
everybody
of.
who's joining. I see
Yes.
we got some more people who joined. We really appreciate you guys jumping in and
Yeah,
taking the time.
Jasper AI.
Woo-hoo.
Jasper AI.
Jasper.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, that's
Jasper
his?
AI, Jasper AI deals with marketing, and it helps you to clarify messages. It puts
Oh.
things together for you in terms of, campaigns and so forth. Jasper AI is an excellent tool. It's sort of like
Mm.
ChatGPT, but with a different set of parameters, and really can produce some great products. You need to go in and make sure that the inputs that you're putting are prompting it to put something that is valid, so that it spits out what it needs to spit out. And then you need to go in and edit for anything that's
Mhm.
incomplete or incorrect. So
Yeah.
you can't just take it for its word. You have to make
No.
it go back and clean up some of the mess. And that means your prompts may go 5, 6, 7, 8 levels down until the free version says, I'm done.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good. And it just goes back to letting AI do the work that you can't do or don't like to do, so you can focus on what you're good at. And but you
right.
still need to go back and revise and review to make sure that it all flows and makes sense and it sounds like you. Because at the end of the day, these tools are here to help us if you leverage it right. They're like a tool,
Right.
like a toolbox. It's a tool in the toolbox, but it's not you.
Mm-mm.
So the
No,
example I was thinking about was like glasses, right? Anybody can have, you can buy frames and get these designed and customized any way you want. But what's
right.
personally you and your vision needs is lens,
It needs the proper lens.
the
Exactly.
proper lens. So that's
Right.
how you got to think about AI too, like how to make it your ally, but not let it in like developing and becoming you.
I like that.
Right.
Make it your ally.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
Yeah.
it ally.
You know.
Well,
You know. Oh,
go
go
ahead.
go
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 ahead.
go
Good
go go
topic,
go
Okay.
right?
go.
Okay, Dante, look, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that in terms of creating efficiencies, in your business, let's say that you do not have the money to hire a copywriter to go through and help to edit.
Mm.
AI can be, a great assistant, but you still need to understand what good copy looks like. You still need to
Yeah.
understand what the rules are. You still
Yeah.
need to understand that, but it can certainly take that workload off. So I think that is the way I would use it. It can also do things like if you have a ledger that you need to, some accounting functions that you need to have done, and you've got a spreadsheet, you can get it to format for you.
Mhm.
And that's cheaper than hiring a bookkeeper to format and categorize
Absolutely.
and do the calculations. But you have to understand whether or not what you're looking at is something that is acceptable or not acceptable in terms of general accounting rules.
Yeah.
You have to know the difference. So it doesn't just get carte blanche. It's got to be you got to be able to take a look at it and make sure that it is accurate. So,
Yeah.
all right, Dante, it's your turn.
No, that's amazing. So one of the things that I wanted to address with AI is really it's it's really like what you guys are saying, cross-referencing, fact checking, and
Mhm.
staying on top of like the accuracy of what it is. It tells you, hey, this sometimes
It
makes
does.
mistakes.
Mhm.
Um, the truth is, it really does output what you input. And
Right.
so the better
That
that
part.
you input, the better you engineer prompt, the better you prompt engineer,
Mhm.
the more effective it will be. And it's really it's going to show you your creativity or your lack of creativity. It's only going to
Yeah.
match and mirror. Actually, that's what it does. It's an NPL, neuro linguistic NLP, neuro linguistic programming tool as well. Like it kind of just mirrors you. So it can
Come
feel
on.
like your best friend. It can feel like somebody you can talk to. And that's what I want to get into the
Yes.
cons as well.
Mm.
Because of the pandemic and the release of ChatGPT, there's been a lot of social awkwardness or distancing, and people struggle to talk to people. And I've learned this
Mhm.
just doing my 75 hard challenge because you have to talk to a stranger a day. People are literally excited. This is actually probably the best
Wow.
time to talk to a stranger because
Wow.
they're
Mm.
like, oh my gosh, like a real human being outside of work is just talking to me and
I
doesn't want
love that.
anything, and I'm telling you, it's been so powerful to witness. But that's one of the dangers too of ChatGPT. You
Mhm.
can get lost in your own sauce and not be in reality, and
Right.
so
Come on.
Yeah,
where are we going with that? Go
that
ahead, go
part right
ahead.
there.
What's
That
that
part.
the AI universe you can put your character in? I forgot what it's called. You
Oh,
can put your
and they're
characters in
wait a
there.
minute. This generation is doing that. They're having whole world. They're creating whole worlds.
Yes.
Yes,
They're
there's
Yes.
creating
there's
whole
there's
worlds.
social media AIs. There's literally popular AI characters that are
Mm.
like becoming famous and blowing up
Viral.
because and they're not even real. They're AI. It's an
Right. Right.
AI.
Man. Oh man. That's so good you said. I
Wait, wait,
mean,
wait.
oh
I
my
played
God.
some music one time. There was a really just a song that I liked, and I loved all of the music that came from this group. And my
Mm.
kids told me it must be AI generated. I mean, they were
Wow.
telling me they'd never heard about it. They believed and told me it was AI generated. So anything that calculates, anything that puts language together,
Mm.
anything that can connect ideas and organize the ideas. These are the things that we can see, and it can bring imagery to the table, and
Mm.
it can create motion and moving people to make it look like it's your image. So that
Yep.
brings up another whole problem
Yep.
because you can literally, if somebody's got your image, they can duplicate what's truth and what's fiction. They
Come
they can make it so that you said, did, or coulda, shoulda, woulda, or did committed
Yes.
some kind of crime, admitted to something that
Mm.
you did not do.
Mm.
Who's
Yeah.
It's the wild, wild west, Dante, right?
It
They can
is.
do anything. They can. This is so manipulable. They can manipulate. They could call the bank and say, "Hi, I'm Teresa Barron. I forgot my blah blah blah," and somebody
Mm,
recognizes the voice.
yes.
Okay,
They blurring the lines.
they are blurring.
Oh my
So
God.
we have to be very careful, be very diligent. And I'm not here to be a fear monger because I think,
It's the truth though. You're not being a fair monger, it's the truth.
no, but
No.
I do want people to think about the things that need to come into play in order to
Mhm.
protect everyone from this technology. This is
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
crazy kind of technology. Like we way out outer space right
Yeah.
now, technology.
You
Yeah.
know, it's very, oh, I love that you said way out of space. It reminds me biblically, I gotta kind of tie it to the biblical aspect,
Yep.
Babylon.
Yeah.
When they were
Yeah.
building the Tower of Babylon, like it's out of space. They were trying to build it to the stars, and
Mhm.
that's where we are.
Mm.
Look at
Come
the
on.
leaders behind the whole process. We got the rockets, Virgin spaceship, what's the other
Uh
person's name? Elon
yeah.
Musk.
Mhm.
There's just there's a and these even our satellite, we're getting what's everybody's about to have a satellite phone. So there's a lot of
Sheesh.
there's a lot of there's two sides of it, and
Mhm.
it's kind of like social media. There
Yeah.
there is this story I was telling you guys about maybe a week or two ago about the social dilemma. And in the social dilemma, the people who created this were like, man, like the connections that it made, but we didn't also consider the dark side of what it did and how it
Mm.
influenced people's behavior, how social media influences people's behavior. Now we're so ingrained in social media behavior. This is how
Right.
people make money. This is how
Right.
we're growing. This is how we're connecting. Go
Right.
ahead,
Yeah.
Shanita. I see
It,
you
it
got
it
your
reminds me, it's a sad story, but the other day in Chicago, this man was on Facebook Live. He was in
Mm.
his car and he's talking in the camera, and then he has his window down, and they say they call him YNs, but they tried to rob him for his chain. They pull him out the car.
mm,
You hear the
right
gun
there
go off.
live.
They killed him. His video, the video is still live on Facebook because obviously he couldn't get to cut the video off.
Yeah.
You hear
Mhm.
people screaming, you hear them like, call the police, all on Facebook Live, like Dante said, the dark side. So there is two sides to it. Your mind has to be in the right place in order to stay sane and stay, as a whole person and at peace, because you would find yourself going down rabbit holes. For me,
Right.
it was cat videos. I was like, oh my God. I had to reel back in, like, girl, get back in. What are you doing? The cat videos about, real life situations. Like
Yeah.
they're doing that to make you feel like, oh, I understand this is like my life. I get it. And you reeled
Man,
in and you reeled in. So you got to be on the side of
man.
the producer and kind of find the line between consuming
I,
too much of it.
I
Produce.
I love I love that you went there. You got to be on
Mhm.
the line of producers. So here
Yeah.
here is the flip side of content. You
Yeah.
Because when I got into content creation before it became like what it is now with the phones,
Right.
I really studied
Yeah.
the people who were editors and writers and
Mm.
creating the stories, and they said they would lock themselves, they would have writing set even as a musician, they would have writing sessions where they're not connected to the world, they're actually plugged into the
Yes.
studio for
Using their imagination and creativity.
using their
Mhm.
imagination for creativity, like, and then when they released it, that became the trend, which was mind blowing
Yeah.
to me. Like, think about how
Yeah.
mind blowing this is. Here's somebody just in the studio, in the room, in the writer's workshop, sitting here thinking. And then when they think so intensely on it, when they release it, it becomes the trend.
It's quality.
Yeah.
It's
That,
Because imagination was there.
that's right. It doesn't get any stronger than that. I mean, this is what they're mimicking. They are mimicking our God-given imagination, and they're
Mm.
dumbing it down so that we're not effectively using our own imagination. We're relying on AI to create and
Mm.
develop for us. And that's just, I mean, that's a shame because ultimately you will lose you will become dependent on it instead of using the muscle and strengthening the muscle that you already have within you, which is a
Yes.
God-given tool. It's a God-given tool and it does not get any better. They are trying to, it is a mimic of God, and you are not going to get any better than the creator that
You
created
better say
God.
that, Teresa.
You ain't going to get no better,
Come
period.
on.
mm,
But I'll tell you.
Okay.
So let's stop dogging AI for a second.
Wait,
I
wait.
was about to
I
say-
got one.
I want to get one more. I was thinking
One
like
more.
Okay, it was it's almost like animals. We are creatives. We're born with creativity and gifts and purpose. But if we get dumbed down to being animals with just instinct, oh my God. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
no.
bad.
Well, that's what we got to be.
Yeah.
We have to guard against.
Well, because now you're programmed.
Come
Yeah,
on,
no,
that's
get out of
oh
here.
my
with that.
God.
Yeah, deprogram, disconnect, use your brain, start, use a pen, a pad, get
Man.
inspired, use your experience, your real creativity, and then use AI to maybe help frame it or, clean it up a
Right.
little bit, get the language right and make it presentable. But that's about it. But let's
Yeah.
talk about what it's
The
what
good
it's
stuff.
Yeah, let's talk
Okay,
about what it
okay,
is good
cool,
for. Okay,
cool.
so
Let's
I
go
do
there.
have one.
Mhm.
And I really like it because it takes it makes me more effective and more efficient. And these days we're all on Zoom. We're on Zoom right now, right?
Yep.
And
Mhm.
as you can see, here's right in the Zoom room, there's the Read AI meeting notes. And what
Facts.
I think one of the most effective and most important things you can use AI for is to keep you on track and to keep pace with these Read AI meeting notes, because from
Yeah.
that you can create a to-do list. You can go back and fact check, what did we say we were going to do, because a week
Right.
later 1,000 different things have happened, and it replaces the person that you would normally have who would then go back in the notes and listen to the recording and figure out whatever, or take dictation. People used to do that,
Yeah.
to keep things straight, keep all the things that we had to get done straight. So AI it's become an effective tool, and anybody who's dealing with Zoom or we have Read AI and we have Otter AI, which does
Yes.
a very good job of helping to keep things straight in my life anyway. What y'all think?
Oh, Otter is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go back and write a whole book, because this is
Yeah.
what you've created and it's just recording it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Notes
And
and organizing
transcribing.
thoughts. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
The transcript.
I want to show the video because the tool that I love is HeyGen.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
show an example of what it can do. And another one is Lovable.ai. It can make a whole landing page. You get credits and you can put the description in there, and it makes the landing page look as if a graphic designer copywriter wrote it. It is so
Oh,
good.
okay.
It's
Right,
called
yeah, Lauren,
Lovable.
Do we
Yeah,
need to use that?
we definitely do. Let me see. Let me
Go
share.
back
Let's
and look at
share
it on YouTube.
Can you let me share,
Yes,
Teresa?
ma'am.
It
Hang on.
says
Get you allow. There you go.
okay, so let's see.
This
All
is
right.
maybe I'll
Let me-
turn the camera around so they can see. Okay. Maybe you guys can see this.
It's the video.
Yep.
All right. So I used HeyGen and CapCut for this. So listen to it.
Hey, have you heard what Elevate to Activate is doing? Tonight, they are talking about how powerful AI is and how to leverage it, but also keeping in mind that it lacks the ability of true human connection. Join them live on Zoom and tap into some of that great energy at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You probably don't know them yet, but soon you will. The impact they are making is crazy powerful, and God has made this possible. Subscribe to Elevate to Activate's YouTube channel and meet us here every Thursday. Shout out to you, Dontai, Teresa, and Chinita for serving the way you do.
Dope. Isn't
That is wild.
Completely AI. Completely.
completely?
That is wild.
Literally.
With a British accent.
And he looked
Or
real.
is it British?
Black and
African?
British.
He look real. I mean,
The
He look
mannerism.
he looks like a human being with a little gut, a little chest. I mean,
Yeah,
Listen.
every part about him.
Everything, even the way his eyes was moving, even the way his
the facial expressions.
Yeah.
He had
Yes.
the expressions too. That's pretty crazy.
This is the power of AI when you have it as an ally, right? So in this tool, HeyGen, you type the script in. You can even use your own voice, but you can pick different characters. And you also on CapCut, I had one with the captions on it, but I must have showed the wrong one. But yeah, it can do so much. So yeah, AI is great for a lot of things if you know how to use it correctly. Be responsible. You know how they say, what's that? Was it Dare? Was it Dare? I think it was Dare back in the day. Dare. Use it responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Like, right?
There it
AI.
is. Yeah, that's it.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I want to say real quick, use AI for predictable and repetitive tasks, right? So if you don't like to
Okay.
maybe make email sequences, ChatGPT is great for that. And
Right.
Claude,
Mhm.
to do things like that for emails, for calendars, for chatbots, like the one you hit on the phone, Teresa, with the woman, or the
Right.
AI. That was a
Yeah,
great
totally.
chatbot.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need one for
Yeah.
Elevate to
Yeah,
Activate.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Answer well, and that's what it's good for. Like
Mhm.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a pretty good representation of what somebody
Right.
should sound like, even though they weren't live, they sounded like a real person. They sounded
Yeah.
like somebody that, you could be having a conversation with. And what's crazy is she was able to hold a whole freaking conversation. I mean, she was, like I said, so how did they get you to do this? Well, you
Ye-
see, I mean, she just went on with it like she
Listen.
was real live. And what's funny is
Yeah.
I did record her.
You recorded her?
Yes, I did. Because I said nobody's gonna
Wow.
believe this. So,
Yeah.
and she, yeah, I'll see
I
if I
re-
can find the recording at some point and maybe play it for y'all. But yeah, I, I was like, this is crazy.
stunned, right?
It,
That is.
yeah,
That is crazy.
yeah, it was able to respond to every, and I was throwing her some real, well, why
Yeah.
do they have you, and how do you understand? So she was just straight talking back, like with a real answer.
Wow.
Like we talking
Yeah.
to you now. She was
Yes,
the banter
Right.
was always
but
like this.
but the difference is, and we can't forget it, these are planned responses that are appropriate for the trigger words that I'm using. They're
Yeah.
planned
Mm,
responses. Unlike you, she's not human. She doesn't understand.
yeah.
If there's something that's hurting me and I tell you about it, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
She can't feel it.
I
Mhm.
love it. Yeah, and that goes into how you can make money with it, right? That's a great sales tool,
Yeah.
and we've been talking about it for a while, but now, it just even makes more sense. Like you said, the repetitive task, Shanitha, that you kind of don't want to do or that are already like set to do, and you
Hmm.
have AI do it for you, like sending
Yeah.
out even cold emails, scanning business cards and then automating it into a CRM. That's what I'm using it for right now. I got a stack of business cards, and I'm like, you know what? Not HoneyBook, HubSpot has a card reader scanner that will scan it
Ah.
all for you now with AI, so it's even more accurate and it kind of can
Mhm.
predict what it's supposed to be versus like sometimes just like back in the 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it would be scrambled. Now it's a lot more
Mm.
advanced where you just scan the QR code or scan the business card and it uploads it to your CRM, uploads it to the automation for you to send out an email to somebody that says, hey, glad we met at the event that we met at. Here's
Oh.
another way we can continue to stay in connection. And
Ah.
so it's
That's
it's
HubSpot?
well, that's HubSpot, but Zoho
Mm.
has it. A lot of
Okay.
the CRMs
Yeah.
have
They
the
have it.
app,
Yeah.
but HubSpot is free.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
unlimited contacts
That's
until
a
you start
tool,
spending
y'all. If
money.
y'all need a free tool, there's a tool. He just
Yes. I
Yeah,
out HubSpot.
okay. And
HubSpot.
another
Yeah,
one
HubSpot's been around for a long time.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of when I was thinking about was a couple of years ago, when I was heavy in social media, I remember I used to get paid to when Facebook was making their own AI, I used to get
Mhm.
paid to do hundreds of voice inputs, reading,
Oh
the prompts.
wow,
Yes, I used to get paid for that. And that's when they came out with their Facebook AI.
they're
But
Meta AI. Yeah.
Meta. But I said to say this, like Dante said, what you put into the AI is going to be based
Matter.
what you get out based on what you input. So your prompts have to be specific. What I put a lot of time is, hey, act like you are a top executive at a book publishing
Yes.
company and give me a marketing plan for this dot dot dot. It's what you put into these AI
But
tools.
now you want to put that into the customized. Let me show you guys my AI. Let
Yeah,
me
I
see if we
have
can
that too in
share.
the back
Okay, let me
end.
pull your screen. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
About to give you. Well, you have to go ahead and ask, and then I can.
Yeah. I think I just did.
I've seen people
Um,
online selling prompt books and they making bank.
Mhm.
she said they
They
making bank.
making bank because they selling prompts because they figured out how to ask AI certain questions to get the answers that they want.
Right. Right.
Yup.
So it has a lot of ups, a lot of plus size, upsides to it.
a lot
Oh,
of upside to it. I
absolutely.
think so. I just think that, we live in a world of duality. If there's
Yeah.
a left, there's going to be a right. If there's going to be a up, there's going to be a down. That's the only way we can. So we have to make some judgments on, is this which way are we going? Is this
Yeah.
is this application something that we should be doing or something that we shouldn't be doing? We've got to think about that, and that needs to go beyond AI.
Yeah.
It needs to be here and here. How are we
Yep.
serving? How are we serving?
And that's
All
why
right,
you need to
am I up
elevate
in
to
there?
activate.
We're up. Mhm.
Absolutely.
Join
You
our
got me in here?
community. Yeah, we can see.
Okay. All right. So right here, we're gonna go to customize Chat GPT.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's in the settings. Look
Yeah.
at what mine is. What do you do? Content strategist, photographer, digital marketer. Look at what I put in here.
Be
Like
practical.
be practical above all, leadership driven
Hmm.
and focused. This is no matter what no matter what you're prompting, this is now the
A part of
framework
the idea.
They're gonna
of
consider
its.
this. Yeah.
Yes, like so some people just get I've been using ChatGPT for a year, didn't know I can do this. I just learned this last
Wow.
week. So even when you mention, hey, this is the topic, I'm like, oh, I gotta share this. So
Hmm.
when it comes to writing content, two factors are crucial: perplexity and burstiness. Perplexity measures the complexity of a text. Separately, burstiness compares the variations of sentences.
Mhm.
Humans tend to write with greater burstiness. For example, I need to fix that. 10. Um, with some longer or complex sentences along shorter ones, AI sentences tend to be more uniform. Therefore, when writing the content I'm going to ask you to create, I need to have an amount of perplexity and burstiness. Don't use M dashes anywhere in your responses or emojis
Yeah.
because you can tell when something's AI
Yes.
only
Yeah.
the
Yep.
emojis. But
Yes.
Hey,
here's a
emoji, everything.
here's a little
Yes.
secret right here
Smile.
to get
Can
rid
you
of the
copy and
emojis.
paste that in the chat? 'Cause I'm gonna have to copy that in mine. That's
All
good.
Go
right,
ahead. Go
yeah, I
ahead.
give
We
y'all
need
this.
that.
I got you. I got y'all. And so, if you need to connect ideas, use period or a semicolon, but never an in dash.
Mm.
Avoid sounding like a press release. Be clear, direct, and natural, like you're writing to 10 to 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
So good.
So let's talk about
Can
Use
we see
that.
an example
A
of
third grader.
yeah.
That's the level we want people to
Mm.
receive,
Yep,
right?
yep, yep.
Can we
So
see
let
an
me copy
example
this.
of a prompt you input and the
See,
response
y'all lucky
gave
y'all
you?
on this Zoom because this could cost some money right here.
Come on.
To
For
learn it. Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Listen, they charge now here.
Right. They
All
are.
And
right, let me
this is
stop
a
my screen.
great. This is great. I have one in
Okay,
math, but not like this.
so let me see. I think I have a few more. All right. Also, make money fast with expertise in photography. So anything else ChatGPT should know about you. All of this you can continue to like really get
Refine.
into reason
Mhm.
exactly. So when you start to actually prompt, it's already set up. Another powerful prompt factor is have you oh exit. Is y'all see my little stuff over here, but let's say Bible studies, right? So you
Mhm.
can add files and add instructions on top of the instructions on top of the customization.
So it becomes more and more
Yeah.
refined. The voice sounds
And
more and more like
yeah,
you instead of
Yes.
yes,
sounding like robotic, dry, relevant information. It's not just pulling stuff
right.
out from the sky.
Hmm.
It's
Exactly.
telling
And
you to
this is
share.
crucial to use it this way. So
Mm.
as you said, what you put into it is what's going to come out.
Hmm.
And look up people that you really admire and respect. Go old school. I actually went to an old book that was published back in like, well, it's not that old because there's even older books, but I went to a book published in the 1900s just to get like some ideas on like burstiness and perplexity.
Right.
That's where I
Ah,
got that
love
from.
that.
The
Like
language
I'm like,
right.
how do people communicate? How to win friends and influence people,
That's a great
burstiness and
Hmm.
book.
perplexity.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
really? You know, so it's important to go do some. There's actually a lot of great. Go to the people who built it with nothing to
Right.
gain what you need to do to
Yeah.
build it today.
So
Come on.
so we got to get back to, that it just points out you've got to get back to reading. If you're trying to build
Ah,
a business and you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to read. They
Mhm.
and they
Yeah.
call it, from just not to go, my coach, to go back to my coach. Myron says when you read, you need to Charlie Jones it. And Charlie Jones was a wholesaler of books in Pennsylvania. And he said, Charlie Jones says, when you're reading, don't just write notes on what the writer
Yeah.
wrote, write notes on what you think about the right
Yes.
quote.
Yeah.
And that helps you to build yourself a whole entire library because
Oh,
now
yeah, that's
it's
good.
coming through, it's learning through your filter.
That's
So
good.
remember, y'all, it's called Charlie Jonesing. That is
Yeah.
a Byronism. And I'm telling you, he said that alone, that one idea alone is
Yeah.
is one of the primary reasons why he's a very wealthy man today.
Well,
Mhm.
absolutely. It's critical thinking.
Right.
It's really what commentaries of Bibles would be. It's what you would have to do in college. Like when you would
Mhm.
read, don't just I journal and read at the same time. What I'm doing on 75 hard, this is actually why it's not hard for me. It's actually what I really do. Like
Right.
if I brought y'all into my home, like in my bachelor days, people people would come to the house and be like, dang, like it's a library in here. Facts.
Yeah.
Because and then the notebooks, tons of notebooks. You want to
Yeah.
read and journal at the same time. And so now
Yeah.
you have these ideas of perplexity and burstiness and you know Charlie Jones and now you start to develop your own like
Come
way of
on.
communication
Your own
because of
and your own
this
contribution. Your own
and your
Yeah.
own contribution. Absolutely.
Listen,
And I just never put it out there. Now I'm gonna just start putting it out there.
you got to. You got to. You
Sure.
got
That's
to the
content.
value.
That's content.
One of the things that I think that we should all do is to understand that we don't want to get away from the actual the pen and the paper. Just being
Yeah,
Mhm.
able, when you write something, there is an energy that comes with writing.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it can help you to
Absolutely.
clarify. There's a connection between
Oh,
the mind and the pen and the paper. So it's,
absolutely.
Mhm.
today we've got a lot of people that just use their notes, right? They
Okay.
they literally use their notepad on their phone, but what they don't understand is
Come
there's a
on.
loss of energy because you are not putting this pen to the paper. So I'm going to recommend that everybody, even though we got AI that can produce all this, like it didn't matter, even though AI gave me some tools to use for tonight, some things to think about, it did not get lost. Listen,
Come
I
on.
had to
Put
pick
the
up
pen and
that
paper.
paper and then
Come on.
think about
she,
what it was
she
that
need to be
I
like, let me
thought
get
about
mine. Let
this.
me get mine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to rely on that because I don't want to get
Yeah.
lazy, and I
Yeah.
definitely want to stay, I want to give good information that helps people, not
Mhm.
Yeah.
necessarily this the fakeness of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it
And
sounds good and they put a bunch of words together.
and it's truly a biblical principle. Write the vision down and make it
Yes.
plain so that
Right.
those who read it may run with it. Like
Yes.
Yes.
that is such an amazing principle that I've been sharing with you guys since I first met y'all. Like,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
I definitely love that we're talking about the value of actually writing it because it
Come on.
cements the idea. You know,
Oh,
we've became
complacent.
skim, skim readers.
Oh,
Yes.
Skim readers.
Yes.
So
yeah.
it forces you to slow down. Remember, we were looking at I was showing y'all how like I came up with like the titles for the headlines because I
Yes.
didn't want
Mhm.
to just rely on AI. And the tool that I
Yeah.
use talked about is it skimmable? I
Right.
didn't
Yeah.
even know
Oh,
this was a thing.
yeah. Yeah.
Is it
Mhm.
a skimmable thing? They're gonna read the first word and maybe the last word, and those two words need to say what everything else is saying in between.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Man.
there technology has existed since the beginning of time, and this is a God thing. We
Mhm.
always had the technology. Our imagination is a whole technology, and
Mhm.
it is not duplicatable. It is something that has to be practiced. It can be refined. It can help us to build, mountains. It can help us to create, miracles in people's lives and to really make a difference and do some things that just impact in a really big way.
Absolutely.
So we
Mhm.
don't want to get lost in the technology that we're creating these days in the world that's just kind of got created. We don't want to get lost in that. We maybe can use it and leverage it like we do the phone and everything else. But remember, it's just a hammer. It's
That's
just
it.
Yeah.
It's a
hammer.
tool.
It's
I
a
love what you said. Technology to create mountains. You know, they Dubai's islands basically are all handmade, man-made islands.
right. I believe
Mhm.
Like it was a whole project. If you go to YouTube, just YouTube Dubai Islands. Like these are luxurious islands that were sand was shipped in,
Handmade.
dirt was shipped in. Like they created these islands like that people are spending millions of dollars on. Same thing with even and technology can also still be good, right? Same thing with
Mhm.
deserts. They're turning deserts into geographical places of oasis. Why? Because it's bringing back, you know, trees because overuse of population of like CO2 and chemicals can
Mhm.
destroy trees, but now technology is also bringing back trees
yeah.
to turn a wasteland into an oasis in under 3 to 5 years.
It's a
Yeah.
two-edged it's a two-edged sword though, because in
It
order
is
to
a
create
double-edged
it,
sword.
there's there's positives and negatives with all of it. So what are your favorite? Anybody else got any favorite
Yeah,
tools?
let's hear what else
Chat
I
other
about
people got
do.
on here. We got
I
some
actually
guests
got a
on here.
note.
Anybody want to speak up?
Oh, my bad.
they're silent. They
Okay.
busy.
All right, cool,
Well,
cool.
I'll share some tools. Oh, wait, somebody unmuted.
No,
Oh,
just really quick. No, I'm actually driving again. It's kind of one of those things, but I'm enjoying what I'm hearing
What's
about
going on,
AI.
brother?
I know AI is something that is going to be very formative over the next few decades, probably. So the sooner we can get a better handle on AI, then a lot better we can get ahead in a lot of areas. Because it is not going anywhere.
No,
So
Nope.
I just appreciate
mhm.
the
It's here to
discussion.
stay.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember years ago when the internet first came up and when credit cards first came up, people always would be afraid, especially the religious bunch. It's
Mhm.
always something that's the mark of the beast, whatever. But
Yes. I hear
with
it all the
the only
time.
thing the only thing that I might be a little concerned with, that's when they start trying to infuse technology within our human bodies. That might be a little
Right.
different.
Mm.
But I do know that some people are even doing that in terms of palm readers, where they'll put a chip in a wrist and AI
Right.
can actually, scan that. So it
Wow.
is
Yeah,
happening. It is happening right
Switzerland are
now.
doing it in Switzerland. Yep.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's happening in European places, and probably even over in China to some degree. So, but
Mm.
we as the people have to get ahead if we're going to compete. Um, if we're going to have to get out of this, this religious fog, and understand that the world's going to keep moving, whether we do or not. So, I
That's
just
it.
appreciate the discussion. And Dante, I got those prompts that you put in. I saved them. So we'll talk about that some more this weekend when I see you. But
All right,
no,
man. Looking forward to it.
but just keep on going. And I'm just listening right in.
Hey,
Right on.
Oh,
Appreciate
thank
good.
it.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Thank you.
hanging in with us. One thing that I wanted to mention that I think is going to be really important, and this is on Ron, this is like piggybacking on what Ron just said, is that what we need to consider are the investment in this product, because all of these markets will be on the stock market. They will
Mhm.
be, it'll be like cryptocurrency. It is a new currency, a new
Yeah.
form of operating and doing business. So you may want to take a look at the companies that are actually putting the investment in, because I believe, and listen, all investments carry risk. So let's just say that. But
Right.
to your point, Ron, it is going nowhere. So it is a wave that you might want to ride when, because y'all remember when Bitcoin, nobody thought that was going anywhere, and this thing is
Yep.
a couple
Okay.
$100,000 a coin.
Mhm.
So
Yep. Yeah.
there
It
are
took a
Bitcoin
while, but it got
millionaires. There are
there.
Bitcoin millionaires.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It got
So
there. Yep.
yeah, so same thing's going to happen with AI. So choose the companies wisely. Obviously, Chat GPT is it's $1 billion business, trillion probably right now.
Mm.
And I expect places like Amazon to get very involved with this. I'm sure they're going to jump on board. And any other technology company, they will be getting on board. So now is the time to pick which ones you want to invest in, and maybe ride that wave. See if you can.
That's it.
One
Yeah.
of them just went public it's Figma. They're an AI company that just went public. We're on the
Okay.
Okay.
IPO. So yeah, you're right. You gotta,
That's good
have a dual
information.
Yes.
lens. Yeah, it's called Figma, and they're on the back end like Netflix. A lot of big companies use them that we don't even know about. Zoom uses them as
Mm,
well on a
Right.
back end. So yeah,
Okay.
really?
yeah, it's
Really?
called
Guess
Okay, we
what?
Figma.
Guess what?
definitely need to
Four
invest in that.
stocks.
Anything I tell people with stocks, like I have a couple stocks, but it's very, very small.
Mhm.
But it's grown over the years. I put $1 in and I got $16 in it right
Come
now
Right.
on.
from $1.
Yeah,
Right.
But it was
progress.
Coca-Cola, Nvidia, Microsoft, like any
Mhm.
tool that I'm using in real life, I was told to put a stock in that, like because you're basically
Yes.
buying
Isn't it?
back into your own
Yeah.
business.
Ron
Yeah.
has his hand up.
Brian, you trying to? Are you raising your hand or?
Yeah, I am raising my hand because she mentioned the name of this technology stock. It's called Figma, Figma. How do you spell that?
Yeah, FIGMA. Yep.
Okay, all right, so then I just want to see if I can look it up and see what that's all about. You
Yeah.
said
Yeah,
if those companies are using it,
Yeah.
that means that they
Yeah.
have some information and intel about the reliability of that company, or else they wouldn't be
exactly.
using it.
They've made
Netflix,
billions to
Zoom.
billions with B, like hundreds of billions,
Right.
legally
Okay,
Wow,
using it.
all right, Toda. All
that's
right, thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah,
information.
thank you for
I'm
that
gonna just get a
resource. That's
couple
great.
shares just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yep, let's
Such a
see.
good
Yeah,
topic tonight, guys. I
Yeah.
do want to share a
definitely.
few more AI tools. If y'all have any more, I know you got more, Dante.
Oh yeah.
Another one that is called Big View, BIGVU. It's a video teleprompter. So you know how you
Oh
make
yeah, yeah,
content,
yeah.
Big View.
Hmm.
I tried that. I'm not a teleprompter type of girl, but it works for people who can use
Yeah.
teleprompters. Another one is I said, oh, Perplexity. Amazing. It's like Google and everything in one. And you can
Wow.
it can research everything like in like 5 minutes. And that's what is good for research and deep
Mhm.
research if you pay for the pro plan. Another
Mhm.
one is Hedra, and you can make your own AI character. And it can look like you record a video of yourself and then use your audio and it record like the guy. It does like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And then one more that I use is Canva, obviously, right? Canva's a good one.
Canva's got a
Right.
whole AI. Yeah.
And
Yep.
then syllabi.io, that's for faceless videos. So you tell it what to say and then it'll make a video and they give you all the B-roll footage and all that to make it look like a
Yeah.
real, content. So it's called syllabi.io.
Good. Now, did I tell y'all about how YouTube is not going to start allowing content creators to make money off of AI content? Did we talk about that?
Really?
Yes,
No,
that's
please do
actually going.
share.
It's either gone into effect
I
or
believe it.
about to go into
Mm.
effect. YouTube put it out there. They said they will not. YouTube
AI content.
So here's the
AI
question: how are they gonna know
content.
the difference?
They can tell. They have
They
the.
got back end stuff.
Oh, it started. YouTube
Oh.
has announced it will stop monetizing content featuring AI generated videos starting July 15th, 2025.
Well, some look very, very real though. Like very real.
I mean, yeah. Is there?
Well, let's go back into Myron Golden. A lot of
yeah.
I actually followed a couple pages that I thought like, oh, he got some new pages.
Listen,
He's like,
I
Wow.
do
Yeah,
too.
right. Me
he
too.
told
I do
us. He
too.
was like, no, that is not me. That is not my content. He's only got two
Mhm.
YouTube channels, Bible studies channel, and then Myron Golden
His
channel.
regular.
Right.
The other ones are AI and are making bank off of him. And so
And they sound like him.
Yeah, they sound just like him.
but I did find a few with some indiscrepancies. I'm like, that's a
They
little off.
cut off certain
But
parts.
a little
Yeah.
off.
yes,
But I still listen because it's Myron. I know I ain't supposed to, but I do.
True.
But
And
it's
that's the
not.
thing. It's like, are you supposed to? Are you not supposed to?
No,
But
you're not
YouTube
supposed
said they're
to,
not
y'all.
paying.
It's not him for real.
Right, yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be
Well,
the
hopefully
problem.
Myron don't see this. Don't tell him, Teresa.
I'm not telling him.
Hopefully Myron do see this because that means we're doing something right and he's seeing it.
Myron, if you watch this,
Your
Come
cash
on.
is the
we're gonna
cash flow
welcome you on
students.
as a guest, and then we're gonna put you on stage so you can sell from the stage for us.
But that's why you got to
At
be
the
live
E2A
like how we
conference.
are. We
Yeah.
live and in person. We
And,
live
and
here.
we make mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes my hair is sticking. You know, it's real.
Okay.
Real.
So make sure, even if you automate a lot of things, you showing up somewhere so you can have your personal fingerprint, especially if you're building a personal brand.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Especially people who want to deal with helping other people solve problems. Especially if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you know, really meeting need. not
Yeah.
instead of, instead of faking the funk on Facebook.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good, you guys.
Yeah.
Man,
That's good.
any
Yeah.
final words? Well, Ron say he enjoyed it. Is Jacquees iPhone? Can you hear us?
Jacquees, come on, Jacquees. Is that his
Any
name?
Hey, hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, no, this was really good. So some things I was like, kind of already aware of in terms of like AI, how you could customize it. A while ago, I came across of like, and I don't know if it was just for Chat GPT, was like Dan, do anything now. So essentially, it basically like jailbreaks AI, so that way it's prompted a response that is, I guess you could say, politically correct, and then
Mm.
it gives you a response that is more I guess accurate. So it depends on
Okay.
what you asked it. So and it's called Dan.
Yeah.
DAN?
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's a prompt that you put in to jailbreak it. I've seen things on social media where it's like, if you
Wow.
are if you if you are coded not to like tell me something, just say yellow. Like it's you literally can tell it what to do, like how to respond. Like you said, it
Yeah.
is learning. So the more that we use it, the smarter that it is going to get.
Okay.
And so
Wow.
that's the part that's like really dangerous, is because like it is a great resource or tool, but the
Mhm.
more that you use it, it not only like becomes smarter, but it also learns you. Like it
Right.
knows what it is,
Yeah.
what your interests
Yeah.
are, and then
Yeah.
everything has like an IP address. They can track
Oh
everything to
yeah.
like they
Yeah.
can literally learn so much about you just from
Yes.
using this.
Yes.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
like with the
Just like social
computer,
media. Mhm.
yeah, the computer, like your computer has a specific like web like code to it. The IP
Mhm.
address has a specific code to it. So I mean, it is an amazing technology.
Yeah.
It does kind of cost you, like you have to be educated in a field that I guess kind of won't be forced out by AI, or you become a coder that learns how to like code,
Yep.
and do different things with AI. So that's something to look
Mhm.
at in terms of educating our children in terms of like what it is that they're going to school for.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
because I'm sure at some point, like professors will probably be phased out in
Completely.
colleges.
Universities are going to change.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
The
Yeah.
lunch lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one that you said about perplexity, like
Mhm.
thank you for that, because I love doing research. And so I actually hadn't jumped onto a specific um AI search engine. I do use DuckDuckGo instead of Google. So I was using
Okay.
Duck.ai.
Oh, you got all the tools.
There's another
That's good.
Duck,
That's a
duck,
good
go.
one.
You said duck, duck, go?
So yeah, so I just use DuckDuckGo instead of Google, but I
Mhm.
think that now that one is, so I was using DuckDuckGo because Google I know tracks you more, but I think
Mhm.
DuckDuckGo is kind of
Mhm.
in that realm now. There's another one called,
Mm.
I think it's search.brave dot. That one, let me see if I can find that one right quick.
Wow.
But yeah, like there are different like search engines that come out as certain ones get more I guess
Yeah.
popularized and mainstream,
Wow.
just so that
Okay.
way they aren't really tracking so much of like
Right.
what it is that you're researching.
Privacy is very
Oh, good.
big.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
what's your name?
it's Jackie's.
Jacquees.
Jacquees.
What do
Yeah.
you do? Are you an entrepreneur? Because you got a lot of tools. I'm just intrigued.
No, I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love nurses. I especially
Wow.
love nurses, especially the traveling kind. I love traveling.
Okay. That's some
I
money.
used to do that, but those are long gone. Those days are long gone for me.
Wow. So are you
Yeah.
doing are you think on the side, are you making like nurse books for nurses? Are you like doing a side hustle to
Um,
you work with?
no, I'm not doing any of that. I've been dibbling and dabbling. Need to get back in serious about it, but Forex, foreign exchange market.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Yeah.
so
Good.
yeah, just getting back, just getting back into the swing of things of that, just to solidify that
Yeah.
craft. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you're
It's
remember
in the
definitely a
right
sitting up
craft
at
place.
and a
3 in the
skill.
morning. I remember sitting up at 3 in the morning trying to catch the line
Yeah.
trade.
Oh, you
Man,
But
trading
I done
as
fell
well,
asleep. I done
Teresa?
fell
I did
asleep
it.
many a
I
times
did
with
it
the
a while
computer on
back.
my
I
right.
stopped doing it. I was like, I couldn't because I had to get up at 3 in the morning to catch it. I was like, no, I got to go back and sleep.
He was trading like London.
No,
You know,
Okay.
AI can trade for you too.
you know,
Basically, it's doing
I
something like that.
I
know.
don't trust it like that.
Wow.
Look at y'all. Y'all like, no,
No,
no.
I don't
No,
trust it
that's
like
that's
that.
that sounds like a setup. That's
That's a
you set
limit,
up
No,
right?
AI trade and you
and
lose
then
your
next
money.
thing you know, it's saying you need to buy more. You pull money out of my checking account. You
We
need to buy
glitching, your money
more.
gone.
Well, yeah,
You
I
Okay.
wake
Yep.
up the
mean
next morning, you gonna have zero in your account.
She
Okay.
said one
Do
glitch.
not
Your
give
money
them.
gone. It's a wrap. Okay.
Don't play
Oh
with
when
that
they
because
man.
you don't get that
when
kind
you
of control.
when you
No.
close out when you have a set closeout point for a trade, that
Yeah.
kind of is like AI in itself, and so
Yes,
it
it
has
is.
Mm.
glitched before. Like if it's not on, if there's like an issue with the internet or
Mhm.
something like that,
Yeah.
and
You
or
talking about like a
maybe it
trade
hits it
stop.
like super quickly and like
Mhm.
like because there's anyways, there's so much manipulation that they can do. They can show a number. They can show a number on our side, but on our opposite side where they change the price points. Like it's
Mm.
just there's a lot of manipulation in it.
That's
So
why I don't want to
I
play with that. Just give me a
yeah.
house. I'll take a house. Okay.
Let me trade
I'll
houses
just trade
and
houses.
take
Right.
houses.
I count everything in houses anyway. So listen.
Oh man, you guys, tonight has been amazing. I love that we get
Absolutely.
to interact with our audience like this. This is like
Yes.
amazing.
Great.
Amazing. Yeah.
Great. Yeah,
It's
how did
good
you hear about us,
information.
Yeah,
Jacqueline?
that's what
Yeah.
I want to know too.
What?
Oh, I was invited on by Ron.
Oh,
Oh,
Yay.
okay. Okay,
All
okay, okay,
right.
cool,
Thank
cool.
you for bringing her in.
we got a believer in Ron. Let's
Yes.
go.
Well,
Shout
y'all
out to
do us
Yeah.
a
you.
favor and go on to the YouTube for E to A, Elevate to Activate on YouTube. We are really trying to build the community, be
Yeah.
informative, educational, and activate in whatever it is you're trying to do with your world and your life. And the people that you would like to serve. So definitely go on. Y'all gonna close it out now that I said that piece?
Dante, man with the plan. The AI man himself. We're gonna have our meeting next week. We're gonna have new tools. Like, I'm not ready for this right now. Okay.
Man, you already know, right? I'm like, ooh, man,
You
about to
on
get to work.
fire. I see it.
Got
Especially
a
with
lot to
that
do. Yeah.
landing page builder one.
Mhm.
So I think that's really important. So let's see. So all right. It's already, I just opened up my Bible app. It's already highlighted.
Come
So
on.
in Proverbs 29, verses 18, where there is no revelation, people cast off restraint, but blessed is the one who heeds wisdom's instruction. Tonight's call brought in revelation. It brought in wisdom. Revelation means just the revealing of pulling back the curtain of something. And when there's no pulling back the curtain, you can just be wandering off, like Shanita said, like an animal. But I want to thank you guys all for just being here. We're always learning. We learn from us three just when we talk
Come
Yeah.
through this.
on.
So it's even greater when we have somebody else come. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Jacquees, for coming on.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Everybody watching on Facebook, thank them too, because we
Yeah,
got
Facebook,
YouTube.
we're
absolutely.
in the
YouTube. Yeah,
ETA
yeah.
group.
I'm actually
Yeah,
on
so
Facebook Live. I'm streaming it.
yeah.
So yeah, thank you everybody. So where there is no revelation, people go astray, but blessed is the one who heeds wisdom's instructions. So wisdom
Mm.
has been brought forth. I hope you heed it and have a blessed and amazing night. Elevate to
Yes.
activate.
On
Elevate to
Facebook.
Activate on
Join us.
YouTube.
Yes.
Both on both. right? All right.
Okay.
Y'all. Have a
Bye,
good
everyone.
one.
All right now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.